Hello, boys and girls. My name is White Rhino PSO, and we're going to start walking down this set of stairs. Because today is October 31st, and in keeping with the Halloween tradition that I started last year, I'm going to be playing a game, floor number 1. I'm going to be playing a game that I find incredibly unsettling. And that game is called SCP-087. Now, there are a whole bunch of different games that use that same name and are based around the same sort of premise. Oh, Christ, things are getting bad already. But this one is my favorite of the ones that I've seen so far, and I have put a link down in the description to this particular version of it. So in order to explain what SCP-087 is, I'm going to try and explain what it's a part of. So there is a series of fictional articles written by a bunch of different authors, and they're all based around an organization called the SCP Foundation. And all of them are written in a sort of realistic government style. Like, all of them kind of look like they could realistically be... Jesus fucking Christ. All of them kind of look like they could realistically be classified government documents. And the SCP Foundation, where SCP stands for Secure, Contain, and Protect, is... Jesus Christ, my palms are sweating, and I was thinking I wasn't going to get too scared while playing this. So the Foundation, or the organization's purpose is to try and find and take control of different... What the fuck is... It sounds like something is following me, but I'm pretty sure there is not. So the Foundation tries to collect different items that are potentially very dangerous. I am only 11 floors down. That's great. And it wants to collect these items to try and make sure that they don't hurt anybody else, or that they can't be used to hurt anybody else. And SCP-087 is a staircase in a university, and no matter how many times you go down the floors, the staircase just keeps going. And in the sort of test files that they've done, where they've sent different people down into the staircase, the people end up hearing like babies crying or women crying in distress, and eventually they find some sort of a creature. So what this game does is it just continues going down, and eventually you will meet that creature, but you never know what floor it's going to be on. So right now we are 17 floors deep, and my heart is already thumping. I do have a quick list of other... Okay, that wasn't the creature. That was just a shadow. That is one of the randomly generated things that can happen in this particular game. Oh my fucking god. I do not want to keep going down these stairs, but I've been putting off recording this video for far too long. 21. So, there are a few other SCP articles that I know not super well, but I know enough that I could give a quick explanation on them in case anybody might be interested, 23, interested enough to end up going to the SCP Foundation website to read about them. Okay, so obviously SCP-087 is the one we're going down now. The one that is probably the most well known on the website is SCP-173. That is a sort of living statue that motherfucker. It's a sort of living statue that if you break eye contact with it, or if you blink, then it will move almost instantaneously and snap your neck. In fact, that was the SCP that was the initial basis for a game called SCP Containment Breach, which a bunch of different people on YouTube have played. I am personally not planning on playing that one myself, but I know that it can be entertaining to watch. Oh, I'm getting tense because I know that this thing that's going to jump out and end the game is standing on one of these landings. And I'm trying to see if I can... You can see its face for a few seconds right before it reaches out for you. There is also my personal favorite SCP, which is 093, which is a red disc that always seeks out contact with a mirror. And what the most interesting part of that one, I think, is the test files, because they eventually found out that the red disc, if a person holds it, will change color and allow a person to walk through a mirror. Oh my fucking god. And then through the mirror are different, like, post-apocalyptic settings with weird creatures. And it's a really interesting set of articles to read. Then there is... I'm going to take a few seconds break. There's an SCP-096, which is nicknamed the Shy Guy. That one is a sort of weird, lanky... Is that 39? The Shy Guy is a sort of creature that, if you see its face, even for a few seconds, then it will somehow know. Like, if you see its face, even in a photograph, it will somehow know. And it will know where you are. God, it is getting loud. It will know where you are on the planet, and it will find you, and the article doesn't go into details as to what it does to you, but I tend to think that the thing will, like, try and consume you. the sound, my microphone is a little weird, it's because there's no menu in this game. So I can't really sync up the audio and video files, and I don't really know how long this video is going to be. And in the past, on occasion, the microphone audio and the video file, when I put them together in Adobe Premiere, sometimes gets out of sync with each other. So, good lord, I'm 48 floors down. So, I try not to make my videos any longer than 30 minutes at a maximum. But in this case, I have no idea how long the video is going to be, and this isn't the kind of game that should really be split up into multiple parts. You know, every time I start down the stairs, I hold my breath. 51. This isn't the kind of game that should be split into multiple parts, so I'm doing this all in one go. Oh my god, my hands are so fucking sweaty right now. I am kind of regretting this, and I kind of feel dumb for ever having thought that I might not be scary enough for a Halloween game. There's also one last one that I put on the list here. It's number SCP-087, and that one is a vending machine that no matter what you punch in as a liquid, you son of a bitch. With a few exceptions, you can put anything into SCP-094 as a demand, and it will give you it. And some that I saw mention of just last night, somebody punched in that they wanted the best drink they've ever had, and they were given some drink they had in the past that they really liked. Somebody punched in the best, the perfect drink, and oh, I saw him this time. Somebody put in the perfect drink as a demand, and after they drank it, they reportedly decided that nothing else could ever compare, and so they ended up killing themselves. Motherfucking god, my hands are sweaty. But people have also put in, like, I get close enough to this face, it's going to reach for me, and the game will end. Here we go! Oh my god. Oh, I'm so fucking glad. If I had not seen people play this in the past, then I probably would have screamed just about as badly as I did in that second video of Welcome to the Game. But now I can relax and record something else, because after this, now I get to go back to normal games. Oh, that feels better. Yeah, this past month, if you want, you can stop the video here. I'm going to ramble on a bit about the channel. This past month, I don't know if I'd mentioned it in the past or if you've heard it, but I had prepared to play one particular very long game for the channel, and that was going to start on the 1st of October. Actually, no, it was going to start on the 2nd of October, I believe. And then it was actually I was expecting it to last until like mid-December. But while recording that game, I got to a point that the game just stopped being fun, and I really didn't know what it was expecting me to do. And I was playing it on normal difficulty, so all I could think of was, if this is what normal difficulty is going to be like 2 hours into the game, then what's the rest of the game going to be like? So I ended up scrapping those plans. I still have the footage because I might go back and finish it someday. But I ended up scrapping those plans, which meant I had to scramble to find at least 15 videos worth of horror game content. You could probably tell that a lot of the games I chose to play this October were a little strange or not overly scary. And that's part of why. And closer to the end of the month, I actually kind of got sick of playing horror games, because the ones that were actually scary, like Dungeon Nightmares, were ones that were giving me like anxiety issues. And the rest of them were ones that people probably wouldn't be terribly interested in. I do have some horror games left that were on the list that were a little bit longer than what I had time for left. I'll be saving those for next year. I do have a different longer game in mind to start playing next year. But now I can get back to playing normal games, and games that I've been interested in playing for at least a month, but have needed to wait until I had time to play. In fact, the game that is starting up tomorrow is one that I was originally not going to be able to get a chance to play until probably June or July of next year. But now that the long horror game for October is no longer an issue, or was no longer an issue, I was able to bump this one up in the schedule. But anyway, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.